So the first C is clarity or focus. One mistake that I made with this channel is going too broad, talking about different topics, trying to talk about my life, what I'm feeling. And I'm a multifaceted person. I have a lot going on. I'm an ordained minister, been that for almost 30 years. Actually, it has been 30 years. Yeah. Last year it was 30 years. A ordained minister. That's one. I'm a church musician. I can sing. I had a dream of recording CDs back in the day. I was even able to record a CD. I went into the studio, found somebody who funded my dream. They brought my choir into the studio. We produced a whole album. We did a live recording. We did some studio stuff. So that's one part of my life. I'm a gospel musician, so I play organ and piano. I've been doing that since the age of 12, but I started off on the drums at the age of 8. So now my son is the drummer, okay, and he's doing very well. He plays for his high school gospel choir, but he also is involved in like jazz band. He just did a summer camp for jazz, which he just completed last week, or the week before last, rather. What else? I have a lot of interests. I'm like neck deep in politics right now. Everything that's going on there, and there's a lot going on there. I'm interested in producing music. Now we have music software like Logic Pro, Ableton, Cubase, all of those. I want to get into that. There's a whole bunch of things I can talk about. On top of being a trucker, there's so many things. My wife is a doctor. I have so many interests, so many things I can talk about. And I wanted to make a channel where I could do all of that. But that's the wrong way to think about it. I mean, the way YouTube is ran now, you're not going to get views or subscribers. The algorithm won't push you if you're doing too many things at once. That's just the bottom line. And I know they call it YouTube for a reason, and it should just allow you to post whatever you want. And I guess you can post whatever you want. But the bottom line is that the algorithm's not going to push you if you're doing too many things. And so when I first started this channel, it was the idea of, okay, so I'm going to start another YouTube channel, something I could take my camera. I have all this equipment. I'm using the Osmo Pocket right now, the Osmo Pocket 3. I don't have it with me. I have a DJI selfie stick with a gimbal on it. I have different wireless mics. I have all this equipment and I wasn't using it. And so I figured I wanted to record every day. I wanted to start doing videos every day. And I wasn't using the electronics that I had to do those things. And I really came to the realization of starting a new channel is when I changed my schedule because I had to get another job. My job before had me working overnight. So it was like I would go into work between 6 and 9 and I would get home by 4 or 5 or something like that, sometimes earlier. And so when I would wake up, I couldn't sleep the full night because once the sun is shining, for some reason, I couldn't get anywhere past 6 hours of sleep. So what ultimately happened was I would get up by like 10 or 11 o'clock. Nobody would be home because my youngest son would be in school and my wife would be at work. I would have time to myself to get on the piano, set up the camera, record myself practicing or do a couple of piano tutorials. I had that time to do that during the day before anybody got home. I had hours to do that. And I literally made like 4-hour videos of me practicing, which turned out not to be a good idea because people didn't want to watch me practice. So I ultimately started just doing piano tutorials, and then it kind of grew from there. So once I changed my schedule and I got another job, and now I'm working during the day, which is unusual in trucking. Usually it's mostly at night, but now I'm working during the day. I start my day at 7 a.m. I end around 7 p.m. By the time I get home, I'm dog tired. I don't have enough energy to do a 1 to 2 hour piano tutorial video and everything else that comes with it, like editing and all that good stuff. So I started thinking to myself, well, maybe I should just use all this equipment I got. I bought all this equipment. I might as well use it. Let me go ahead and bring this stuff to work. And every time I'm waiting around at a vendor or being held up or something, I could just pull the camera out and I could start talking. And so that's what ultimately became this channel here. But I started off wrong. I was talking about everything under the sun except one topic. And so I know people don't want to say to niche down, but you have to niche down. That's how YouTube works now. You have to niche down. And so now I've done that. I've been talking about YouTube growth. I'm trying to post 100 videos on YouTube growth. All right. So it's important to focus on one thing at a time. I call it the 6-3-2 rule. All right. Do one thing at a time. Do it right. Finish it. You got to stay focused on one topic. You have to niche down. You have to. Okay. That's the quickest way to grow on YouTube. Talk about one topic and stick to it. So a lot of you know that I had a channel prior to this one. This is like my 7th channel, something like that. I had a channel 5 years ago that was in the spirituality niche. It quickly got monetized, but then it was demonetized because I was using a lot of B-roll from story blocks and those sites that you could get free B-roll. I was using a lot of that with like an AI vocal. Before ChatGPT came out, they had AI vocals that you could use. And so I was using that and it got me demonetized. It was good content. People were loving it. People were getting something out of it. But because YouTube has strict rules against like repetitive B-roll and stuff like that, the channel got demonetized. So if you know anything about the spirituality niche, like manifestation or law of attraction, one of the first concepts they teach in law of attraction is about getting clear, that you have to know exactly what you want. Before you can manifest anything, before you can try to attract anything, you gotta be specific and you gotta be clear. And a lot of people have trouble with this. So teachers like Joe Vitale and different ones will say, well, if you don't know what you want, why don't you try figuring out what you don't want? Because for a lot of people, it's easy to be negative. So finding out what you don't want is a very easy thing to do. We all know what we don't want, right? But we have a hard time figuring out what we do want. One of the first things that's important for YouTube growth is getting clear on your subject matter, knowing what you're going to talk about. You have to know this and you have to hone in on it. You have to focus on it, and you got to be able to talk about it forever. And you got to want to talk about it forever. All right. This is a long-term thing. This is something you should be looking to do for the rest of your life. If you can't see yourself doing this until you die, then find something else, okay? Because you need to focus on one thing and you got to be able to talk about it for a long time. And you got to be able to say some of the same things and say it in different ways. This is important. You really got to get clear. You really got to get focused. All right. So that's the first C of YouTube growth, clarity. The second C of YouTube growth is consistency. This is really important. This is one of the most important things you can do for your YouTube channel is to be consistent. We miss this one. A lot of us think that we can just post 30 videos and be done. A lot of us think that we could just post 100 videos and be done. And I know the premise of this channel is to get 100 videos done. But that's the first goal. I know I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. As long as YouTube around, I'm going to be on it and I'm going to be filming. This is the vow I made to myself and the vow I made to my audience. I'm going to show up here and I'm going to build this channel from the ground up. I don't know how. I don't know when. I can't control the how. I can't control the when, but I can control what I do and my actions. And my actions here for this channel is to show up as much as I can and be consistent. Show up every day if possible, multiple times a day. I want to get to multiple times a day. And I've been talking about this in my last few videos. If you look back, I've been talking about this for a while, saying that you should double down. If you don't get any views on your videos, move to the next one and the next one and the next one. I know there's a lot of teachers out there that say, well, go to the subject line and redo the subject line or redo the thumbnail and all this other kind of stuff. They're really trying to make one video rank. And for you people who do just one video a week, that ain't it anymore. Ooh, wait till the next video. I got some evidence to show you. You got to double down. You got to post multiple videos. There's much more competition out here on these YouTube streets. You have to show up more than everybody else. And I know there are some people that's doing it right away. I see it too. I just stumble. I'm telling you, I'm seeing some things. I'm seeing some channels. They only posted like 14 videos and they're exploding already. Okay. Listen, there's some topics right now that's exploding, especially in spirituality. I'm seeing it a lot. I think maybe because this is YouTube growth and everybody else is jumping on this bandwagon. There are a lot of small creators that are talking about it right now. I'm not going to mention any names, but I watch a lot of them. They are small channels. They got 10,000, 15,000. They're growing, but they're talking about YouTube growth. They're small channels talking about YouTube growth. There's a lot of people doing this right now. So I think that's probably why I'm having some trouble with views right now and subscribers right now, because there's a lot of people in this market. So that means I just have to post even more because there's so much competition. I got to post more than the next guy. Everybody's following the conventional wisdom of YouTube growth, which is post once a week, 52 videos a year. That's not working. And I'm telling you, just wait till this next video. I'm going to lay out some proof for you that's going to tell you it's that weekly posting ain't going to work no more. That ain't cutting it. I've been saying this for a minute. And I actually did my research. Now, I've been talking, but I didn't do no research. I finally did some research. And my research has proven that you really have to double down on this thing. YouTube, I think, has a maximum. YouTube, I think, has a maximum of 7 times that you could post. Max it out. Max it out if you can. I wish I could do it. I don't have the time right now. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do more than one video a day because the evidence I saw just made it that much more clearer to me that I need to be posting multiple times a day. Forget that burnout stuff. I know people are saying, oh, don't do it too much because you'll burn out. Burn out. Okay. It's worth it. Burn yourself out trying to make YouTube work. Okay. It's going to be worth it in the end. Because YouTube does work. I got paid last week from YouTube, $150. I'm not that far away from the $100 mark again. Okay, so I'm about to get another payout from YouTube from my channel, my piano channel that just got monetized. Okay, So I'm proof, living proof that YouTube works. My channel 5 years ago that got demonetized, I was making $300 a month. It works. And I wasn't even maximizing how I could get paid. I wasn't giving out ebooks. I didn't build an email list. I didn't sell any products. I didn't sell any t-shirts or products or mugs on my page. I didn't do none of that stuff. All I did was AdSense, but there's a whole lot of things you could do. You could do affiliate offers. Oh my goodness. I should be doing affiliate offers with this camera I'm using. I should be posting an Amazon link for you to buy this camera so you could do this yourself and do a review on it or whatever. You buy it and I make a couple $100 from you buying from my link. I should be doing that. But I've had experience. I have been paid in affiliate income. I made money from Amazon before. When the Kindle first came out, I posted an ad on Google AdWords back when you could do that and had a direct link to the Kindle, and I got like $300 because a few people bought from that link. You can't do that no more. But this was when the internet was in the wild, wild west stage. You could do anything on the internet. You could just post raw links and post it as an ad, and you could just send it directly to your link and make affiliate income. That was a thing back in the day, okay? But you can't do that no more. So I do have experience. This thing works. You just have to work it a little bit harder. It's not going to be as easy as it was. Okay. It's a little bit harder now. All right. But I mean, you ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. So you need to be consistent. Consistency is important. All right. Post every day with or without views. If you're not getting views, double down on posting. Okay. Don't give up. That's the last thing you want to do. If you're not getting views, post more. Okay. Post another video. Don't wait a week. Please don't be one of these ones that say, oh, I'm just going to post every week. Don't do that. Don't do that because that's going to mess you up. Just post every day or post multiple times a day if you can. Okay. You gotta make a vow to yourself that you're going to do this for the long haul. You're going to do this for the rest of your life. So you got to pick something that you're comfortable with talking about for the rest of your life. This is your purpose and your calling. Okay. I have decided that growing on YouTube is going to be my purpose and calling. All right. And one day I could successfully teach others how to do it. All right. But we're going to grow with the changes, grow with the differences in algorithms and all that other good stuff. We're going to learn how this thing works. And I've already started doing that because I'm starting to study other people's channels now, see what they're doing and not copy it because that shit ain't working no more. Copying other people, especially I've been talking about this technique for a while. I've been talking about the outlier technique. I don't think it works anymore. I don't think it works anymore. Okay. You can't just copy people titles and then make videos about it. Even if your content is different, it seems like YouTube is rejecting any title that's the same. It's like, oh, been there, done that. We already have that already. Do something different. And so I made a video yesterday talking about not gaming the system no more. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm going to post my own titles. I'm going to post my own titles. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about and not what everybody else is talking about. Okay. That's how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be consistent in doing it. And listen, here's a concept I learned from Brian Tracy. The time is going to pass anyway. The time is going to pass anyway. So don't sit around and not do anything because there's a lot of you who are refusing to press record. Just press record. Okay. There's a lot of people that are scared. They're scared to press record. First of all, don't be scared because hardly anybody's going to watch your first few videos anyway. Okay. This is just a training ground at first. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to suck. I suck right now. Okay. That's all right. But I'm getting better. I'm going to get better because I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm not going to let that stop me. I've punched fear in the face already. Like I'm doing this. I'm in the heat of it now. There ain't no going back. I'm already doing this. I'm already here. Like, it's not going to end here. I'm not giving up on this one because, like, why? Like, as long as I'm living, there's no excuse for me not to turn on the camera and record a video, no matter what. Like, what's the excuse? All I have to do is tell you about my day and tell you what happened and tell you what I'm trying to do here on YouTube. That's an easy thing to do. There's no excuses, literally no excuses. Yes, I've gotten busy over the past couple of days because I just got back from vacation, had to get myself settled in, get ready for the work week. And I'm about to get prepared in another 5 weeks for another trip. All right, going to the Stellar Awards, the Gospel Music Awards show. I'm going to that, and we're going to have a whole week of gospel music concerts and everything. I'm excited for that. But in the meantime, in between time, if I have a few minutes, I need to take this camera and start recording. We in the thick of this now. We ain't going nowhere. We're not giving up on this. No matter what, we're not giving up on this, and I'm going to double down on this. All right, if YouTube want to play games and not show my videos to people, I'm just going to start recording even more. Okay, I'm not giving up on this, and you don't either. Okay, the time is going to pass anyway, so make sure you maximize your time. Get things done in the time allotted. If you have a few moments, just turn on the camera, press record. Okay, do it now. All right, in the third C of YouTube growth is community. You have to build a following of people who know, like, and trust you. That's what I'm doing here. I'm building a community. I'm trying to find my tribe. They ain't all here yet. But they're coming. They're coming. I'm building it. If you build it, they will come. I'm building it. Okay. And I'm going to continue to build it. I got to find people who I resonate with, who the things I say, they have that in common. They see it. They understand my vision and they want that vision as well. All right. So it's going to be somebody that likes me out here. Somebody out here going to like me. All right. Everybody got somebody that likes them. All right. And so I may not be everybody's cup of tea. I know I'm not. And you can't expect to be everybody's cup of tea. You won't be. Everybody ain't going to like you. I already know that. A lot of people don't like me. I know people in my personal life, a lot of people don't like me. All right. I totally understand that. I don't expect them to, and I don't like everybody. All right. So that's okay. But I'm going to find my tribe. I'm going to find the ones that like me, and I'm going to speak to them. All right. I'm going to be here for them. All right. But you got to build community, and I got to get better at talking back to you guys. When you guys come in the comments, I can't just be giving hearts and giving likes. I got to start responding to you. I got to get better with that. I know this. I got to get better, but I see you. I acknowledge you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, because I'm noticing in my analytics that all the people who watch me are not subscribed. Why are you here watching me and you not subscribed? You're supposed to be helping me. You're supposed to be helping me in this experiment. I need you to subscribe. All right. You see, I'm stuck at 64. I haven't gotten subscribers in days. YouTube want me to do shorts, and I said, hell no, I'm done with shorts. Shorts is ruining my channel. And I found evidence of new channels that have come out in the last couple of weeks that haven't used shorts not once, but they're getting a whole bunch of subscribers using long form video, an hour or more, multiple times a day. I can't wait to show you that in the next video. We're not going to do that here, but let's talk about community. Okay. So build a following of people who know, like, and trust you. Okay. Brand awareness. This is brand awareness. You know how Coca-Cola and all the big brands, they have commercials on TV, and now they got it in the reality shows. I like to watch Love Island. Love Island is crazy this season. Maybe I should do a reaction channel on Love Island because it's crazy. Oh, Lord, I ain't even going to talk about that girl, Mackenzie. She's something else. She a mess. She got shamed now. So she's stuck with her man now. She's stuck with, I think Dylan is his name. She's stuck with that boy because she ain't really like him because she wanted to play the field. She wanted to be with a whole bunch of other folk. But anyway, let me get off of that. They got the products in Love Island now. So if the contestants or the people who are dating each other, they got to do a challenge. Now it's sponsored by a makeup company or whatever it is. Okay. Or a skincare company or whatever it is. It's sponsored now. So now they're putting the brands in the TV shows. They want you to see the brands as much as possible. They want to put their product in your face so you can see it. All right? That's called image advertising. Okay? This is what we're doing here on YouTube. You got to be in these people's face on these YouTube streets every damn day. Okay? You might not get no views at first, but they're going to see your face keep on popping up. They might be scrolling. They're doom scrolling past your face now. They're looking. They're doom scrolling, right? They're doom scrolling. They're doom scrolling. But they see your face. They keep on passing the videos, though. But they keep on seeing your face. That's brand awareness. That's image advertising. They're all doing image advertising. They want to be up in your face as much as possible until you go and buy their product. And we're doing the same thing on YouTube. That's why consistency is important. So maybe you're not getting any views, but when they're scrolling, they see you. They see you. They keep on seeing you. And they're like, well, this guy shows up a lot. And his topics look interesting. He's talking about YouTube growth. He's saying some really good things. Let me try this guy out. He's up here a lot. He's up here a lot. Let me try this guy. Let me watch him. Then all of a sudden, it's an avalanche of people just watching you. And all it takes is one video. You're one video away from your breakthrough. I believe that. That's why you got to keep on posting as well. You got to flood the zone. You got to flood these YouTube streets with your content. You got to give YouTube something to recommend. If they don't recommend the one video you thought was going to get recommended, well, then start working on the next one. Then start working on the next one. And then the next one. And then the next one. Just flood the zone until YouTube ain't got no choice but to recommend your video. You got to do it because you're building a brand. You're building a brand. You want to be in your tribe face every day until they finally say, I yield, I yield. He's been in my feed every day, multiple times a day. Let me go watch him. Let me see what he's talking about. He seems like he's talking about something interesting, something I need to know. Let me go ahead and do this here. All right. So building your community is important. And because here's the thing. After you get to a certain threshold, you'll get to a point where you'll just post a video and you're automatically at 1,000. Go check out these political channels. They do this all day, every day. They're posting like 5 to 7 times a day. They are maxing out their ability to upload on YouTube every day. Just check it out. I'm telling you. And you see it soon as they post, like 20 minutes in, no, 3 minutes in, they're posting. Soon as they post, 3 minutes in, you see like 3,000 views. You know why? Because they've done this so much. They built their tribe. And soon as they post that video, the tribe is trying to be the first one in the comments. They are always talking back to the content creator in the comments. And sometimes that be me. Like I have a favorite, Kyle Kalinske. I watch him. Sometime I catch a video. He just posted 30 seconds ago. I'm like, yeah, let me be the first comment. I'm the first one to comment. First one to say something slick, right? That's how it's going to be. And that's when you know you've gotten to the point where people like and trust you. They know you. They're looking for your video. They want to be the first one to comment. You just posted like 30 seconds ago. They want to beat everybody else to the comment section. That's how you know you've made it. But you got to build that trust. You got to build that community. And you got to build your image. You got to build your brand. You got to keep on showing up. That's why consistency is important. That's why clarity is important. Because you're focused on one topic. You're known for this topic now. When they think of a certain topic, they see your face. Because they see you in the feed all the time. Under this topic. And now they're trying to be the first one in the comments.